There's something about AI that almost nobody in this space wants to say out loud. Probably because a lot of them are making money from you not knowing it. So, I'll say it. You're probably paying for something you could get for free. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to decide for yourself whether that $25 a month is actually doing anything for you. Let me explain what I mean. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Stated as plainly as I can. Most people paying $25 a month for AI are using maybe 10% of what they're actually paying for. And a completely free tool does that 20% just fine. That's it. That's the thing. The expensive frontier features, like advanced reasoning, the massive context windows, the cutting edge models, most people almost never touch them. They're paying for a Ferrari to drive to the corner shop. And the AI industry is very happy for that subscription to feel normal, automatic, and unquestioned. Let's actually question it though. First, let's be real about the money, because it's sneaky. ChatGPT Plus is $20 a month, Claude Pro $20, and Perplexity another $20. These feel small because they're broken into little monthly chunks you barely notice. But stack even a couple of them together and you're spending somewhere between $400 and $700 a year, every single year, on tools you're using a fraction of. When you see it as an annual number instead of a monthly one, it hits differently, doesn't it? Now, here's the part I want you to be genuinely honest with yourself about. What do you actually use AI for day to day? For most people, and I include myself here, it's some version of this. Writing and rewriting emails, brainstorming when you're stuck, summarizing something long you don't want to read, answering everyday questions, a bit of help with writing and editing, and quick explanations of things you don't understand. That's the real list. That's what AI actually gets used for by normal people in normal jobs. And here's the thing. None of that needs a $240 a year frontier model. Not one item on that list. That's all comfortably within what free tools already do. So, let me tell you what I actually use and what I'd point anyone to for that everyday 90%. First, the free tiers. ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini all have genuinely capable free versions now. For everyday tasks, the free tier is often all you'll ever touch. And people forget these even exist because they upgraded on day one out of reflex. Second, and this is the one I care about most, local AI. Using a tool called Ollama, you can run genuinely capable AI models directly on your own computer. Free forever. Unlimited use, completely private, because nothing ever leaves your machine. No subscription, no message limit, no data going anywhere. And I've got a whole series on setting this up if you want it. And third, free specialist tools. Perplexity's free tier for search style questions and loads of free tools built for specific jobs. You very rarely actually need to pay to get things done. Now, I'm not going to pretend the free options are perfect because they're not. And I'd rather be honest with you than sell you something. Here's the actual catch with free tiers. It's not that they cost money. Obviously they don't. It's that they run out. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say you're mid-conversation, you're actually getting somewhere, and then you've reached your limit. Try again in 3 hours. Or it quietly downgrades you to a worse model, or it crawls to a halt when everyone's online. We've all hit that wall right in the middle of something important. And this is the part that makes the whole argument click. Because the answer to that frustration isn't to start paying $20 a month. The answer is local AI. When you run a model on your own machine with Ollama, there is no limit. No message cap, no hourly reset, no wait in, no come back later. You can use it 1,000 times in a day if you want to, because it's running on your hardware. There's simply nothing to limit. So, the free cloud tiers get you most of the way, but they tap you on the shoulder eventually. Local AI just doesn't. That's the ceiling removed entirely. Now, I want to be fair here, because I'm not some anti-paying zealot. There are absolutely people who should pay, and if you're one of them, the subscription earns its keep. If you use AI heavily, every day for hours, as a core part of your actual work, pay for it. It pays for itself instantly. If you genuinely need the frontier features, like the advanced reasoning, the huge context windows, image generation, the very newest models, the free tiers can't match those, so just pay for it. And if you live inside the ecosystem, the voice mode, the apps, the integration, memory across all your devices, that convenience is real, so pay for it. But be honest, that's a real minority of users. Most people are not in any of those camps. Most people upgraded out of habit and never looked back to ask if they actually needed to. And this is the actual point of the video, which is bigger than $20. It's about defaulting to paying without ever asking whether you need to. The AI companies want that subscription to feel like electricity, like a bill you just pay and never question. But for most people, the free options genuinely cover it. You just have to stop and look instead of auto-renewing forever. So, here's my challenge to you. Cancel it or just don't renew, and run entirely on free tools for a month. If you hit a wall, if you genuinely miss something you can't do without, then great. Resubscribe with total confidence knowing it's actually worth it. But if a month goes by and you never hit that wall, then you've got your answer. And you just saved yourself a few $100s a year. So, question the default. You might be genuinely surprised how little you actually need to pay for. I want to hear it in the comments. Do you pay for AI right now? And be honest, is it actually worth it for you? Or is it one of those subscriptions you forgot you had? I'll be reading and replying. Subscribe for honest AI takes and builds every single day. No hype, no sponsored nonsense, just what actually works. And if you want the exact free setup I use, check out my videos on running AI locally with Ollama. It's free, it's private, and it's yours forever. I'll see you in the next one.